Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to HTML form input fields. Okay. Prior to this session, we have already discussed various types of input type that we can utilize in HTML programming, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we are going to talk about two more types of input field through which we can restrict user to upload either images or PDF or documents. Okay. Yes, there are some scenarios in your project where we are supposed to restrict user for uploading a specific type of file. Okay, and we have already covered the file type, right? Like how we can create input type file. But what other additional information we can specify there in the input tag, which will restrict user to upload only either images or PDF file or documents. So to understand this thing, because this is very important thing, just assume a scenario. You are creating a website where you are designing a customer registration form, and there you have provided one link for uploading the pictures. But user, maybe by mistakenly or by intentionally, user uploaded the documents there. So this is not the right way, right? Because we were supposed only to get the images on that particular file field, but we are getting what? Documents. So this is not correct, this is wrong, right? So for this reason, we will create a input field which will restrict user to upload only images or maybe the PDF as per our requirement. Okay, so we are going to proceed in the same way. Firstly, I'll explain you the code requirement we already discussed. So we will just walk through the code. We'll try to understand each and every line written in the code, and then we will verify the output. And at last, like we will discuss like what were the benefits of using these input fields. Okay. So yeah, I think now we are good to start the session. But before that, I just would like to recommend you to go and check out the previously released session first, because these all sessions of playlist are in proper sequence and sync. That means they are connected with each other. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be really very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for now we are just focusing on the input fields that can restrict user to upload files only of type image and the documents. Clear? Fine. Now we can start the program. So here at the moment you can see we have just only noted down the basic HTML code, which include HTML doc type and body section, where we have just mentioned some comment which is denoting presenter name, topic name and note. And then we have one heading which is denoting the HTML by texture method. So this is the only thing that we have specified so far. So let's see the output first, and then we will customize it. Okay, so let's save this and refresh the browser. You will see it is showing only HTML by texture method, which is expected. Correct? Fine. Now as we are going to learn about the HTML input fields, so let's put some heading here. So I'll put here, uh, here I will put input, or we can write types of input field in HTML forms. Okay, so this is the heading which I want to show to user on the output screen, because this is just a demo program, right? Otherwise you can skip this part, but we are learning the things. That's why I'm just specifying each and everything so that you can understand what we are doing here. Okay, now we are talking about the HTML form. So it's mandatory for us to create a form, because obviously we need a form, right? So you can simply specify here form, and then you can mention here button. So I'll just simply mention here button, and in this button we will mention like this. Okay, fine. Now right now, why do we need button? Because if we are creating form, for sure we want to submit the data as well, because form is mainly to collect the data from user, and once we got that data, then we need either we can navigate to another page with that data, or we can store it in somewhere in the system. Okay, so to make it work, we will declare one variable here likewise. So I have just declared it. So here in button we will specify the type as well. So simply write type, and then type would be the submit itself. Okay, now save it and refresh your browser. You can see the button is populated here. Now At the moment if I click on submit, it will not do anything. Why? Because it is redirecting to the same page. And the reason is that because we are not we are not specifying any action. So first and foremost thing is that you can specify action here. Okay, so in form we will mention action and not accept, it should be action. Yeah, so this thing we will use to navigate the page after submit. So let's add one HTML page. It is up to you like which one you want to use, but I'm using this one, this tspgm10.html, because this program I have already created. So I just specified it like this. And then now if I refresh the web browser and click on submit, it will make it will take the flow to this page. It will navigate to this page, okay, where we have just designed the basic thing in previous session. Clear? Fine. So what we did so far, we just created one form with button. Now it's time to move forward to learn about the input fields. So for that I will put another heading here, and here I will write input field to accept images only. Okay, and here we can in bracket we can put input file type, input file type, uh, file, input type file. Yeah, I think with accept. So this is the keyword that we are going to use. Okay, so I just mentioned like this: input field to accept images only, input file type, input file type, file with accept. Clear? Fine. Or maybe input file type. Yeah, I think this is okay, right? We can easily understand it from by looking at this. Give me a moment. I'll just give me a moment. Yeah, okay. So now we are ready with this thing. So it's time to add input field. So I'll just simply write here input, and here I'll mention type. In type we will mention it as file because we are going to create a file input, and then we will mention accept. So what this accept will ask, here we are supposed to provide the type. So let me put image slash asterisk. So what this accept will do now, it will accept only images from the user. So if I save it and refresh my browser, you will see like if I click on choose file, it will provide me this window from where I can select only images. Due to some privacy reasons, I'm not showing you all the files which is present in my system, but you can when you select this in your system, it will show only images. And same thing you can verify from here, right? Images file. That means it will only accept the images, not the other documents, because this field is particularly for accepting the images. Once you click on once you select the image, and it will upload it, and then it will show the name here. Okay, and on pressing on submit, it will take the data to the next page. Clear? So this is how we can create an input field which can only accept images from the user. And this is very important. As I mentioned, sometimes we want to accept the profile pictures, and what users will do, like they maybe by mistake or by intentions they upload the documents, which is not the right way to provide the data, right? So just to make sure that user is providing correct data, we will restrict it using this thing. Now the next thing is another field. So here I'll put input field to accept PDF document only. Okay, and here I will put input file type, same thing, input file type file with accept attribute. Okay, I think this should be here as well, accept attribute. Fine. So yeah, I think we are good for now. Only parenthesis is missing, so let's add it. Fine. So it is added. Let's see how it looks. Okay, perfect. Now add the input field for this. So for this particular thing, what we will do, we will create the input field like this, input, and we all know that there is no closing tag required for this input field. So I'll simply write here type, file, then we will mention accept, and here we will put dot pdf comma dot doc. Fine. So what it will do now, it will accept only the documents. So let's save it and refresh your browser and then click on. Okay, so when you click on this, it will show you all those files which is related to files and documents, and then you can which is related to document and PDF, and then you can select your file and then it will upload the file here. So with this input, what we can do, we can accept only the PDF from the user. Clear? So I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.